and the Buckeyes. A rivalry born of one side setting a standard and the other trying to climb the mountain. And we are on the cusp of dotting the I on a great clash in this one. Welcome to the home of the Ohio State Buckeyes, Columbus, Ohio, and the old horseshoe on the banks of the Olentangy. As we'll see a top 5 team in this conference, the Penn State Nittany Lions, taking on last year's national champion, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Buckeyes will put total under to crank us up. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. The delay of game pushes the offense back. Looking to throw, it's Aller. Fires to the wideout. On target to the left. Turns it on in midfield. Wide open spaces. Then some. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Nittany Lions.
That is how you start a football game. My guy's really fast, really good. I'm going to feature him, give him the football, and he will do the rest. One play, one superstar, one touchdown.
And the point after is good. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Takes the handoff. It's Peoples. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
That's a great job by the defense, but I don't think the quarterback made the right decision on an RPO. It looked as if the defense was expecting run. They had the box crowded. That's when the quarterback, I think, needs to hold on to and then throw downfield.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Catch in the middle, it's Smith. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Oh, they're after him. Makes the catch. It's Tate. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Defense, what are we doing? How are you going to let that guy, one of the best receivers in the entire country, be wide open like that? You're just making it way too easy for the offense.
The Buckeyes will snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to throw. It's Sayin. Fires to the tight end. And an absolutely fearless tackle. Giving up size, still got him on the turf.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Big third down here. They need to get the ball to the 41. Might be calling a hot route. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Oh, he can't hang on to the football. A big play sitting right there for the taking, and they can't get it done early in this one.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You've got to be able to make that play.
So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Flushed out of the pocket. Desperately wanted to convert on fourth down, but couldn't do it.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback, not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Just a Baryshnikov-like move on the sideline to tap that toe and get the first down. The Nittany Lions have taken it inside the 20. Hand off from the shotgun. They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line. Guys, let's think big picture for a minute and talk about Penn State. When you break into the top 5 halfway through the season, been flying under the radar, and that is no longer an option. I want to see if this team can stay focused with all the attention they're getting.
And that's what's pretty cool about their season. Like, they're starting to get respect. They've started to earn that. I think we just got to realize, Palmer, halfway through the season, you don't get any trophies. That doesn't exist.
You just got to keep doing what you're doing, right? It's been working to get to this point, to get that number beside your name, to get everybody's attention. Now's not the time to freeze up and start getting nervous because you've got the spotlight on you. You've got to keep playing the game the way you've been doing it the first half of the season.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to go up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on first down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
Looking for a man. It's Allard. Rushes on him. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Got a man. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Nice job by the defense there. They knew coming into this one, this running back was dangerous catching the football, so really good job getting him down on the ground, now setting up fourth and goal.
Between the uprights, it's good. And that lead grows even bigger. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Just a tremendous return. Great run, great speed and vision to really set up this offense. He almost got totally loose on that one. They'll start this drive 60 yards in front of them from their own 40. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. These two Blue Bloods really didn't become rivals until Penn State joined the Big Ten in the early 90s. But really, since then, Ohio State has been a bit of a measuring stick for Penn State.
I think we always talk about Penn State. We talk about winning the big.
Turning it on! They'll get him stopped at the 45, but it's a big 15-yard pickup and a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Might be changing the route. Back to throw, it's Sayin. Strong pass rush, gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Penn State on top. And that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Just a short pass to the tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Offense in an empty set. Motion from the wideout. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Going to let it fly. Catch and stride inside the 15. Touchdown, Buckeyes. Once he got some room, it was over.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. Then run for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on third down. Quickly out to the tight end. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down. David, that is a great security blanket for a quarterback to have a tight end to make those conversions.
Dang right. Find the big fella on third and short. Dependable, clutch, nice hands. First down.
The give to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking downfield, it's Aller. Under fire. And the defense makes a play. They get the quarterback down at the 26. And how about this Buckeye defense? This is not all flash and score around here these days.
And when you've seen Ohio State really be great and make those playoff runs, you always pick out those big defensive linemen that can get their hands on the quarterback and get him on the ground like they did right here.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on 3rd down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. And all of a sudden on this last drive, just not able to piece it together. They've got to be able to turn the page and get back to how they looked earlier in the game.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. The give to the tailback. Got the 1st down and more. Open space at the 25. Nothing but green grass down the middle. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed. Look at the elusiveness. Get into the end zone. Nice run.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in Conference USA. The home team is just getting blown off the field right now, and at this rate, I'm not sure it won't get worse. The Scarlet Knights look like one of the best teams in the Big Ten today, which is what makes this conference so great. Any week, it could be any team. They're trailing by 14 to Rutgers. Two fan bases with very different emotions in CUSA as we send it back to you.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Pretty good job of running to get 2 there to the 32.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Got it in the middle. It's Ross. And they'll pick up the 1st down and mark it at the 47. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air, it's Aller. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. With the catch, it's Saunders. And he'll get behind those pads and deliver the blow and get it down to the 44.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
The Nittany Lions are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Wants to throw again. Grab near the marker. It's Pena. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the 1st down. They've got it at the 40. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
On the option. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
And you're you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on second down. The third down's coming up.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him, just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Hang on, Swoopy. The Buckeye crowd alive on third down. Pulls it in. It's Pena. There he goes. Got enough space. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Penn State.
Man, I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the air, it's Sayin. Got his man downfield. Right down the gut of the field. And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down. They had hoped to come up with explosive plays, and they used one there to set him up inside the 30, 1st and 10. The offense changing the play. To the air on first down. Fires toward the end zone.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Motion from the wide receiver. They'll try the run. They'll pick up 5. It'll be 3rd and 5. Trying to pick up a first down. Now on the move. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Just going to keep it after the snap. They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. They'd love nothing better than to add a 3-ball here before the break. Good right down the boulevard. And we are dead even after the field goal here in the 3rd. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Nittany Lions will kick it away to start the 2nd half. looking for daylight from inside his 20. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Wants to adjust the pattern. Back to pass. It's Sayin. Here's the pressure. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
One of the big risks about being in an empty set is that you don't have tight ends or running backs helping you out in pass protection. And that time the quarterback got hit right before he let it go, and that's why that ball fell incomplete.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Looking to fire. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Going for the big play. Catch inside the 30 and still running. He just brought some serious energy, making that huge play and getting it all the way down to the 23-yard line. And the Buckeyes are on the move. Wants to throw it. Got his man. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, 1st down.
A 1st down run in the red zone. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Offense trying to go RPO, but how about the defense? Up front, their front 7, they had dudes winning, just being way more physical and able to get to that running back.
Looking to throw, it's Sayin. Big guy smells it. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And with that, they've got the lead here in the 2nd half. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I'll tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Saunders. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. The give to the single back. They knock him down, but not before he gets it out to the 21-yard line. Pick up a 4.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the 2nd half.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
They'll try to get the first through the air. Caught close to the marker, it's Penn. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. The Nittany Lions will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking for space, it's Singleton. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Throws to the wideout. Working on the right. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal.
Receivers always have to be so careful around the sideline to not step out accidentally, so give that receiver credit. Nice job on the route to bring the ball in while on a tightrope.
The Nittany Lions trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Now 2nd and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. And you can give all the credit to the crowd for that one. Offense, no chance, and call for the false start. On 3rd and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. To the air, it's Aller. Flushed out of the pocket. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. The pocket broke down, and the quarterback had to take the sack.
Really impressed by this pass rush. It's just guys winning their individual battles one-on-one up front. They're able to get to the quarterback.
Right down the boulevard, it's good. That'll bring him to within 4. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Air Force is down, but they are not out of it. Not there in Colorado Springs, one of the more enjoyable places to watch a game in all of college football. They're trailing by just 2 to Army. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt. Find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute. Build this lead a little bit bigger. Put this thing away in the fourth quarter.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Give to the running back. Picks up the first down, still moving. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44.
And that hurts on defense, giving up the first on the ground like that. We're in a one-possession game. You've got all 3 timeouts. I think you got to start burning them here to save some clock.
Quarterback making adjustments. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Back to pass, it's Sayin. Here's a heat. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Pressure got to the QB that time. He was trying to find his check down out of the backfield, but the hit forced the incompletion.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. That's caught. It's Peoples. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling.
And you just get the feeling that this defense has to find a way to get off the field and get the football back at this juncture of the game, trailing late if they're going to win.
The Buckeyes have this offense rolling. To the ground with the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Lost yardage on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. They'll move the wide receiver. From the gun, running back gets the give. Tough sledding there as he picks up 1 to the 29. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They're within field goal range at the 29. Let's see if they can pick up a few or the first down on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man. Touchdown, Ohio State. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. It's always great to get points on a drive, but it would behoove them to try to get a touchdown this time around, Palmer.
They may have to get out of their comfort.
Makes the grab down the left side. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as he gets him down at the 37. The Nittany Lions moving quickly to the line. Dropping back, it's Aller. Starting to feel a little pressure. Beautifully thrown ball, terrific catch, and they'll have the first down.
And this offense is going to have to do more of this, right? They're going to have to be aggressive, attack the sidelines. They're going to need some big plays, trailing late in this football game, but they've also got to be smart and be mindful of the clock.
Going for 6. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions.
And that's what I love about empty sets and formations on offense, is that when you spread the defense out, you create bigger lanes to throw into. You saw it right there.
How about this? These guys are going for 2. He's looking to throw. And the defense gets to him and snuffs out the 2, and they will draw no closer here. They got one of the touchdowns they needed, and they'll try to get the ball back right now with the onside kick. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done.
Well, they try to go onside kick, but that's why they're called the hands team. Great job recovering that ball.
The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. Starting to see some smiles on that sideline as they're close to a Week 10 victory. And with the extra point, the lead is a dozen here in the 4th.
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that. And he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners when he kicked it in gear and got the long touchdown.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. DB's right up on the receivers. Bringing the heat. And the heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. The Nittany Lions now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Looking to throw, it's Aller. Pressure coming. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. Under fire. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
After being stopped there on 4th down, this game's pretty much over. They were going to have to go down in a 2-minute situation, put at least 7 up on the board. They couldn't get it done. Things just haven't gone their way. It's been that type of day today. They're going to leave the stadium with the loss.
And they'll take a knee and watch this clock keep on winding its way toward a victory. With Ohio State once again taking down Penn State in this one, the Nittany Lion fans left to wonder what might have been. That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.